Okay, Canada, we've had some more regressive reporting by the CBC, and if you know me at all, I can't let that slide. I'm sure all of you are up to date with what Maxime Bernier has been saying on Twitter, so I thought it would be a nice treat to invite Maxime here so we could review the CBC segment together. What do you say, Maxime? You want to smoke a joint and have a drink?
I'm saying no to that motion.
Alright, I guess we're on our own. Well, let's not waste any time getting started and meet our crack team of experts.
Jen, what do you make of what Bernier is tweeting?
Whoa, hold your horses here. Where's the diversity? I only see females and 2 of them are white. I want to see a gay black midget and a transsexual Filipino Muslim, or else I'm fucking changing the channel.
Look, the op-ed that Bernier tweeted had a very specific and detailed complaint.
That's right, a very specific complaint, and many, many Canadians feel the same way.
That doesn't really bolster or justify him going off the rails using fairly extreme language on a Twitter rant.
I'm saying no to that motion.
In a way that raises concerns about multiculturalism in such a way that it specifically directs concern or even hatred or enmity toward a specific minority group.
So far, I think I'm following the CBC. He made a very, very specific tweet about a very, very specific minority group. Gotcha.
I mean, these are 2 very, very different things that he's doing here.
For fuck's sakes.
And I think that, it's totally fair to have a conversation about things like social cohesion, and it's completely admirable to talk about shared Canadian values.
Holy fuck there, bud. Did I just agree with the CBC? You know what? I'm gonna start me a new fucking drinking game. Every time I agree with the CBC, I'm gonna take a shot of the old dirty, alright?
But when you are an MP and you are engaging in that kind of rhetoric...
God damn it, I knew it wasn't gonna last long. What do you mean by rhetoric? The majority of Canadians are more inclined to say that this bullshit that you're putting out can be considered rhetoric. What Maxime Bernier was saying, many, many Canadians identify with this.
And you do it in a forum like Twitter, which is, not the best forum for a nuanced conversation about the merits of multicultural policy.
Nope. You're wrong. Twitter's the perfect forum to have these discussions. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of bullshit from outside sources, just trolls throwing all their garbage at you, but that's just the work that you have to do as a public servant. And when you sit down to do the work, some gems will blossom out of that, so pay attention, because we're sick of people like this forum and the CBC where we don't get a say. It's just jamming shit down our fucking throats. Here's some more diversity! Diversity is our strength. I can't help it. Fuck, focus, Derek, focus. Back on target.
We have to draw the conclusion that he is trying to appeal to a very specific xenophobic base.
Xenophobia, an intense or irrational dislike or fear of people from other countries.
So by CBC's logic, we all come from other countries. Canada is made up from people from other countries. And a xenophobe is an irrational or dislike or fear of people from other countries. So we all hate each other? Canada is just such a hateful fucking place. Can't you feel it?
And he's doing it consciously. I mean, I think it's reasonable to assume that he's doing it consciously.
Reasonable to assume that he's doing this consciously? Really? You think he's doing it in his sleep? Max, you doing this shit in your sleep?
I'm saying no to that motion.
Well, let's talk to the other heifer. What do you think, bitch?
Well, I found them confusing.
You were confused.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
Why are you here then?
All I heard, despite what he said, was we don't want any more black or brown people coming into Canada.
That's what you got from that? That's what you got? Really?
All I heard, despite what he said, was...
All I heard, despite what he said. You pretty much told us that you have selective hearing.
We don't want any more black or brown people coming into Canada because somehow they threaten our national fabric. I think a lot of people heard that message, and I don't think they're being stupid, and I don't think they're being unsophisticated. I think that was the underlying message. It's a troubling message, and it just doesn't bear any relation to the Canada that I live in and that a lot of people live in.
The Canada that she lives in?
To the Canada that I live in and that a lot of people live in.
Let me guess. You don't live in Malton. You don't live in Scarborough. You don't live at Jane and Finch, Driftwood, Brampton. I'm guessing you live in a nice white neighborhood just like Sparky here.
The Conservative Party of Canada has always celebrated people coming from all over the world to come and share in what this country has to offer.
What the fuck did he just say? It's not about other people coming to share what we have to offer. We want people to share with us what they have to offer to Canada. What kind of fucking backward shit is this?
And the The fundamental difference between our party and the Liberals is that we believe that you can have both diversity and unity.
Say that again, Sperm Cheeks. Just wanted to make sure that I heard you.
The fundamental difference between our party and the Liberals.
So, the fundamental difference between the Conservatives and the Liberals is
Diversity and unity.
Diversity as a source of strength.
Andrew Scheer is not the most dynamic and forceful, sort of fist-thumping leader. People who are very engaged with this issue will see his response as weak, feeble, and late.
Yeah, she's right again.
Do you think there is a significant enough population in the country that might support what he's suggesting?
Oh, I don't think that what he's suggesting is all that unpopular, to be honest with you.
Fuck!
Canada does multiculturalism extremely well.
There is a current of unease bordering on xenophobia and actual racism.
No, there isn't. You guys are trying to make up a boogeyman now.
I'm saying no to that motion.
I think a significant body of part of the caucus has to vote to expel a caucus member.
The PC party is riding a populist wave after Doug Ford got into office. And Andrew Scheer doesn't know exactly how to harness that. He's a weak leader. Maxime Bernier knows how to stir up a crowd. He should be the one that's in charge.